welcome back to my channel Code with Hafiz. This is Hafizullah Masoudi, and today we're gonna continue where we left the implementing of notification system in our Laravel project. So let's start, guys. First of all, let's log into our system. As I already have opened the system into the browser, so let's log in as Jerry at app.com, and the password is password. And yeah, we have created the real-time notifications functionality, as you guys remember in our last video. Now the first thing that we want to do in this video is to first of all let's style this notifications icon, because if you remember the count for the notification was beside this icon. We want it to be popped up at the top of the icon, and we want to create a circle for it, a red circle. So let's do it. Let's open our project in the text editor. Now let's go to this resources, JS, or not JS guys, SAS, and open this app.scss, and let's press enter and say import styles.scss. Now let's create this styles.scss file into the SAS folder. So right click, new file, styles.scss. Now inside here, what we want to do is, if you remember in our notification component, we gave the icon an ID and the count span also an ID. If we go to JS components and notification component, yeah, this is the notify num and this is the notify icon. Well, this one should be notify. Let's remove this one I or extra I from this notify num. So let's go to styles. Let's say ID notify underscore icon, and let's say line height should be 30 pixel, and let's give the font dash size of 25 pixels. After that, let's style our notify num. So ID notify underscore num, and now let's say text dash align should be center, and let's give the position of absolute, and let's give the top of 5 pixels and right of 3 pixels, and let's give the minimum width of let's say 18 pixels, and minimum height of 19 pixels, and let's say border dash radius, it should be 50% because we want it to be round or circular. And now let's say background should be red, and color should be, let's say, #FFF, and line height should be 19 pixels, and let's also give the font family sans serif. Now for this style to take effect, we have to run our yarn run watch. So for that we have to open a command prompt window. So let's open a CMD, and let me zoom a little bit for you to see it. Now the first thing is to navigate to our project folder. So cd //vamp64/www/blog, and now we can see yarn run watch. So guys, our code has been compiled successfully. Now if we go back to the project and refresh, we won't see anything because we don't have any notifications. So to see how our notifications are working, let's try to submit a comment. So let's say new comment and submit the comment, and now let's log in as John. So let's go to new incognito window, and let's say localhost blog, and let's log in as john@app.com, and the password is password. And yeah, this is working. Well, the only problem in here is this caret icon, so let's remove it. So if we go back to the text editor, come to the notification component. To remove that caret, we have to remove this drop down toggle class from this anchor tag. So let's get back to the browser and refresh. Yeah, now it looks just as we want. And if we check the real-time functionality, well, let's go back to the other browser and refresh again. Yeah, we don't have any caret here. So let's try to submit another comment. Let's say add a new comment and submit the comment. And if we go back to the other browser, yeah, now we have 2 notifications. So guys, the next thing that we want to do in this video is we want to click on this each notification, and then we want to mark that specific notification as read. And after that we want to go to this notifications post, and we want to see that only notification with its comments. So to do that, let's first pass our post ID to the notifications, because if we go to the phpMyAdmin and go to this notifications table, and if I click on this, you can see we are not passing any notification or post ID. If I show you, yeah, you can see we are only passing the post title, but we are not passing the post ID. Well, to be able to show a specific post with its comments, we have to pass that post's ID also. So to do that, let's get back to the text editor, and in here, first of all, let's open our comment controller. So let's go to app, http controllers, and comment controller. So in here, what we want to do is, after this comment ID, let's say $ post, or not post, guys, we can get the post ID from the request. So request arrow post underscore ID and comma. Now let's open this comment created notification, and there also add the code for this post ID. So let's go to this notifications folder and open comment created, and let's duplicate this one, and let's say post underscore ID. We can copy this and let's pass it in our construct method also after the comment ID. So $ post ID and put our comma, and in here let's duplicate this one and paste it instead. This one should be post underscore ID also. And if we scroll down, yeah, in here we also want our post underscore ID, post underscore ID. Now guys, we don't need these files anymore, so let's close them. And what we want to do next is to add an @click event to the each notification. So in here, let's say @click should equal to show post, and we also want to pass the index of this array. Now let's create this method at the bottom in our vue.js code. So in here, let's say comma show post, and we have index coming, our curly braces. Now let's create a variable. So var post underscore ID should equal to this dot. Well, we want to get the post ID from this unread notifications array. So in here we can say unread notifications, and then we want the index, that specific notification, dot data dot post underscore ID. And besides post ID, we also want to send the notifications ID, because we want to mark that specific notification as read. So in here what we can do is create another object. So let's name it notification underscore ID, and this one equals to this dot unread notifications, then that specific notification by getting the index, and then dot ID. Now the next part is to load another page. So we can do that by writing JavaScript code, and that is by saying location dot, well, this one should be location dot href should equal to slash block slash post slash, then we want to concatenate the post underscore ID, and then we want to concatenate another slash, then we want to concatenate the notification ID. And I think that's all for the show post method. Now if we go to the browser and let's refresh, and now when we click on this each notification, it should redirect us to that home or not home, that post page. So let's click on this. Yeah, you can see blog slash post, and our ID is undefined. You know why it says undefined? Because we write the post ID code for each notification after these notifications. So let's mark these all as read, and let's create another comment. So let's say other comment with post ID, and submit the comment. And now if we go to the other browser, you can see we have this notification, and now if I click on this, yeah, you can see we are getting the post ID, which is 2. So our page is working just fine. Now let's create a route in Laravel for this page. So if we go back to the text editor, let's open our routes folder and web.php, and in here at the bottom, let's say route : get and slash post slash ID slash notification ID, and this route should go to post controller at show method. And I think that's all. Now let's create this show method in our post controller. So let's go to the top and to the HTTP controllers and post controller, and at the bottom let's say public function show, and first we have coming post underscore ID, then we have notification ID, notification underscore ID, and inside here first of all we want to mark the notification as read. So we can say notification should equal to auth : user arrow notification, and then arrow find $ notification ID to find that specific notification. Then we want to check for this notification if it is not marked or available. So let's say if $ notification, then we want to say $ notification arrow mark as read, and that's all for marking the notification as read. After that we want to grab the post from the database. So $ post should equal to post model for : find or fill, and we want to find the post ID. And after that we want to pass this data to a view or blade. So let's say return view post dot show, and comma, we want to pass our data also, so compact post. And now if we go back to the browser, the error should change. So let's refresh. Yeah, you can see now it says call to undefined method notification. Well, let's see what is the problem. We are importing the auth, and this is notification. Oh, this one should be notifications, guys. Yeah. And now if we go back, refresh, yeah, it says show blade not found. Now let's create the show blade in our posts folder. So let's get back to the text editor. Now let's open this views post and right click new file, show.blade.php. And for this blade, what we can do is copy everything from the home blade. So let's copy this and paste it here, and instead of this posts, let's say post show, or not post show, post details. And we don't need the for each loop, so let's remove it. Let's remove the HR also, and let's indent it a little bit. Yeah, that's all. Now if we go back to the browser and refresh, yeah, we are getting the post, but as you can see, we are not getting the notifications and also the comments. So let's see what is the problem. If we go to the inspect elements, you can see we have these errors of the routes that our Laravel project doesn't recognize these routes, and that is because if we go back to the text editor, we have to go to this add comment and get comments, and in the notification component also. Well, in here we have to declare this slash block to each of our Axios requests. So let's say slash block slash, and in here also let's say slash block slash, and after that let's go to this add comment component, and in here let's also say slash block slash. Let's close this, and in here also let's say slash block slash, and close this one too. Now if we go back to the browser, refresh, yeah, we aren't getting any errors now, and our comments are fetched successfully. And as you can see, the notification is also marked as read. So guys, we have reached our goal. Now you can go to that specific post that a user commented on. So now you can see the new comment, and you can write your comment too. So let's say our real-time notifications system has been implemented successfully, and submit the comment. And now if we go back to the other browser, you can see we have this comment, and now if I click on this, yeah, we are going to that specific post. So guys, this was everything about this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video. And if you enjoyed watching the video, don't forget to give the thumbs up and share this video with your friends, and don't also forget to subscribe to the channel for support and not miss any updates from this channel. So thanks for watching guys, see you in the next video.